Welcome to 𝐄𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐔. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional. As the current time of 9:11 a.m. on the Eastern Time on Monday, November 21st. Hope you guys have a good Monday and also happy weekend. I guess it just ended. With respect to Ethereum, currently at $1,134, down about 0.61% so far. On the overall crypto market, I would say across this morning so far, obviously we are just days away from Thanksgiving on the 24th. So it seems like it's just across the spectrum relatively suppressed, nothing specific. I mean, we all, deserve some sort of, break in a way. But obviously, with respect to the macro dynamic, the news that we are seeing so far, and just on a natural technical level support perspective, we are still kind of declining as we have been expecting so far. So before I dive into technical, let's just take a look at the news front. So it seems like, same thing on the equity side, like just suppressed, right down 0.5%, 0.35, 0.51, 1% on oil. 10-year yields seems like it's still kind of levitating around 3.75, 3.8. But on the news front, it seems like Disney has announced that they're gonna be replacing 𝐄𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐄, I think that's how you say his last name, with Bob Iger as a CEO, which that I think that's the right choice. So after that is surged by 9%, and then subsequently a lot of banks are also revising the price target for Disney as well. They see 30% upside, which obviously will drive more buying momentum. And then with respect to some other trivial news, seems like, with respect to the large rail union, SMART-TD votes to reject labor deal as the national strike move closer. So it's something that's more of a trivial thing, but obviously it has to do with the logistics, supply chain issues. So something to be aware of, but nothing really in your face that you really have to, kind of consider on the macro perspective. And then looking at some of the other news, just take a look at, it seems like there's still more lingering news around SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, around the FTX lawsuits, the conspiracy or criminal activities and all that stuff. And then with that being said, Grayscale, which is in the crypto space, is also showing some level of concerns across the spectrum. So with negative news, it doesn't really propel the overall market spectrum, and the next main catalyst is really just I know that it's Thanksgiving on the 24th, but we typically have something called the weekend affectation, or like the holiday affectation, in the fact that a lot of people are going to be taking off, starting on, I would say, even today, or starting on 23rd on Wednesday, to fly to be with their family on Thanksgiving and then subsequently Black Friday. So we might see some sell off, just during the holiday, or something that is more of I don't know, is a hedge. Some people might be buying crypto as a gift for Thanksgiving. It's possible, so we don't know. But until then, that's more just like a trivial type of factor. The real factor that we need to really expect out is basically the upcoming CPI report and the FOMC meeting that will be happening in the first couple of weeks of December. So that's really the main world events that we need to really look out for. But beside that, news front, nothing really that specific. So on the buying and selling activity side, it seems like ARK Invest as of Friday, obviously today's Monday, the market has not opened yet. It was a relatively red day. And then take a look at BlackRock as well. If you take a look at the high level spectrum, it was definitely a sizable sell day as well. So something to think about, right? It seems like they are a little bit more bearish, but how the story will play out today, that's still up for our verification. So let's take a look at that technical without wasting more time. With respect to recording time of 9:15 a.m. on Eastern Time, we are at 11:33, again heading down to the 1050. With respect to a technical on the level, daily looks decent. Looks like it's gliding and landing softly, but we need to kind of get to the 1050. Hopefully that will be it. But with respect to the weekly, you could see that we have this triple hit 1, 2, 3, so it is heading down to a lower level. So something to think about. On the Bitcoin side of the equation, weekly it is also stale. So is the daily. It looks like it's about to kind of glide and land, but that means if we were to complete the cross section on the weekly, it means like seeing low levels like 15,500 again. If you see 15,500 again, you're gonna see 12,500 obviously as the next level of resistance, but you're gonna see somewhere in between like all the flat numbers, right? Like 13,500, 14,500 respectively. Let's take a look at the index front. Pre-market, we're relatively flat and stale, very extended at the moment on a daily. You can see that we are quite elongated, also have this gap at the moment. So what we really need to do is to kind of come back down to 385 all the way down to 380, and then recur, and then subsequently form this like cup and handle. So you need to form kind of like a scoop cup and then match with the 395 again and then pump up from there. But right now it's quite extended, so it's something to really be cautious about. And then on a weekly extended, it is looking like we're getting rejected. So something to think about with respect to the weekly. Monthly is still bullish. So something that we know is gonna be just fine as we get over the hump. We should ideally anticipate some sort of a Santa Claus rally or Christmas rally, just because most fund managers are gonna be incentivized to do so, just to pump up their portfolio by year end. So something to think about. Okay. So it's a relatively shorter one. I do have to catch a train coming up, so I have to get ready now. But I really appreciate you for dropping by, and take it easy. Take care. Bye.